Welcome, neighbor.
Hi, how's it going?
I do be fine.
Nice. I appreciate you allowing me up. I was just gonna quickly try and address your prompt. I agree with you like 90%, but I think that science is I think actual science originated in a place where it actually confirms uh, history and things that have happened in the past, especially where I'm coming from, biblical view.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's being used today to enslave people.
Okay. And I agree with that somewhat, especially given you know, the whole vaccine requirement, and you have to do this or you lose your job, or you have to do this or you lose your kids. So yeah, to a certain extent, I agree with you. I don't think that's necessarily all science, because I think there comes a point where science becomes political and has a political agenda attached to it.
Yeah.
So, I guess I don't know if you would disagree with what I said, or if you agree with it.
I mean, there's political science and then there's politicized science. So science is
Can
political.
you elaborate on what the difference is for me?
There is no all, political. I mean, political science is the study of politics, and politicized science is politicians using science to push political agendas. So that's all we see is science. Politicians use science to push their agenda.
Right. I got okay. That makes sense. No, I appreciate that. I actually didn't know the the difference. So I appreciate you just breaking that down for me.
So they'll dress something up like, "Oh, this is just a scientific fact," but really, it's like a whole ideology attached to it that's hidden behind it, like climate change or something. It's not just a scientific fact; it's whole ideology about like changing the way we live our lives.
Right. Um. So what is the? I guess my question is, what is the what is the point? In basically what you're saying. I basically agree with you. I'm just trying to see where you're coming from. Your whole
Well,
view on
whenever
it.
people talk about science and technology, they just talk about how it's good, and I never hear them say how it's bad. So I'm trying to be like fair and balanced and talk about how it's bad because like no one does that. I mean, do you see any lives where
Complaint.
people are saying science is the devil and enslaving us? I haven't seen any.
Well, no, I haven't. That's why yours
Yeah,
was
there
kind
you
of
go. So
interesting.
that's why I gotta do this because no one else, everyone's lazy and they won't do this.
But I mean, when you say that, do you mean like generically, like all science is bad?
um,
All science is used to enslave humans?
well, no, that would be like a hasty generalization. But I'm being pragmatic. I'm saying like I'm in a situation. I see science being used to control us and enslave us, so I'm gonna talk about it.
Right, right. Gotcha. No, that makes. I mean, honestly, that makes sense to me. Like there's not a whole lot I disagree with you on, and thanks for letting me up. I'm not
All right,
trying to
man.
waste your time. I
All
just
right,
had
man.
some
Have a good
questions.
one.
You answered them. So, all
All
right,
right,
thank you.
man. Yeah, wish you well. Have a good one. Ding dong.
Yo, what's
Welcome.
up, bro?
What would you like to say?
Yeah, I think this is a really bad claim.
Why?
For a couple reasons, right? I think you're equating, right, the politicization of information with like actual science, right? So,
No.
I mean, yeah, right. Do you know what phrenology is?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a study.
phrenology. Do you want to
It's a
explain it?
study. Yeah, phrenology is a study of friendship. I'm just kidding. It's like a racist science.
It's the study of the lumps in the brains, right?
No, the skull.
And
The skull.
phrenology
The
was
skull.
never a well
The
respected
skull.
science, even when it was popular, right? But the people who used it, slave owners, right, aristocratic, wealthy landowners, even in some cases, right, church leaders would use it to discriminate against lesser people, right? But at the time, there were scientists like Charles Darwin, like people like him. There was another French guy, I don't remember his name, but he also had a similar theory of evolution at the same time. And their ideas became warped and manipulated by a lot of times conservatives who had their own religious ideas.
Dude,
So I
what are you
don't
talking?
think
Charles Darwin believed that there was favored races, that certain races were more evolved, and he referred to like people as savages.
you're misinterpreting the quote here. What he said in those passages was
Misinterpreting. How's that misinterpretation? He called them savages. Charles Darwin did use the term savages.
Hey, what the fuck does this mean? Science is used to enslave humans.
That just what it says, that we're being enslaved in a scientific dictatorship.
How?
Propaganda. So they study physiology and psychology, and they use that data. They study you. They collect surveys, data, all this stuff, and they use it to manipulate you and control you.
How are they controlling us with science?
Propaganda, mass psychology.
What, like climate change?
No, like you're living in a complete environment of propaganda. You've been indoctrinated since you were a child to be an obedient slave to the state and the system.
Believe in science?
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you, from a very young age, I went to a Christian school where I was taught that evolution was fake and the Earth is only 6,000 years old. And then I went to college and realized I was lied to. So that's my story.
Yeah. You guys,
So,
you're a victim.
no.
You're a victim of indoctrination.
Yeah, I was.
But you
I
don't
got
have to
out
be
of it.
controlled by fear and Satan. You can be free by Christ.
Okay. So, I guess you don't believe in evolution?
No.
Okay. So, you don't believe that that human beings came from apes?
Correct.
Okay. Could you humor me? You don't have to turn the like camera on, just do something for me. Could you put your arms out to the side?
Okay.
Okay. Can you lift your hand above your head and bend your elbow at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do a pull up?
Probably not anymore.
Yeah, same. But are you capable?
I trained.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. That type of shoulder that you have that's barely attached to your skeleton, where it's on the back of your rib cage instead of your side, the only mammals that have that, the only types that have it are apes. So you have ape shoulders. So I don't know how you think you got that. Maybe God just thought it would be funny if we had ape shoulders. and ape teeth and ape jaws, but I guess he just was trying to intentionally mislead you. But Jesus could not have died on the cross if he wasn't an ape. Dog shoulders, cat shoulders, monkey shoulders, even, they don't bend like that. So I promise you, you're an ape.
When you have a family reunion, do you go to the zoo?
Okay. But do you have anything to say about that? The fact that you have the physiology of an ape?
I mean, I think it's insane that you would believe the lies of man over like the truth of what God says.
Okay. I forget his name, the name of the scientist, but he hated Darwin. He was sparring with him all the time. He's a pretty big scientist. He invented the taxonomic system, like genus, phylum, kingdom. He invented that, and he was a young Earth creationist, and he hated Darwin. When he looked at the skeletons of apes and compared them to humans, he said, even though I'm a Christian, and even though this is going to piss off religious leaders, I can't come up with any other conclusion other than apes and humans are the same types of animals.
What a liar.
Okay. And the fact that our genetics are almost 100% the same as apes, that doesn't change anything for you?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a great day, sir.
Yeah, you too. But have you considered?
Hey, Pimas, how are you?
Would you be fine?
Pimas, actually, what he said, you know that we are 98.7 or 6 or 2, depending on the case, to chimps, yeah? Related to them. So we are so she denied that we are related to chimps. It's not credible, you know that. You can check now that we are like
You can believe what you want. I think.
bro, it's not about believing. That's true. You can check.
Sure, it's true. Yeah, that's a fact.
Bro, if I'm lying now, why don't you do a check and call me a liar?
It's a
please?
fact, right? But I don't believe that fact, and I think if you believe that fact, you're silly.
But how am I silly if I'm believing what's gold standard of
Do
knowledge?
you think you're related? You're related genetically to a freaking banana?
No, I think back in the day, like a long time ago, there was some, deviation, but at some point it was not as we evolved in different directions.
Great, I don't care. You can believe that. I don't care.
Okay, bro. So explain then why we have 98% plus
I don't
the
have
genetic.
I don't have to explain anything to you.
So you don't give any other reason. You just give like a no, and that's the end of the story.
I believe what the Bible says, and I think men are liars. That's the reason.
Okay, but the reason why I have trouble understanding the Bible is because I think men are liars. So that's the same reason.
That sounds like a you problem. That's not my problem.
Oh, but you have the same problem as me. But you just choose what you want to believe.
Well,
And
I look. God verified that the Bible's true, and I accept God's authority. You don't accept God's authority, and that's fine.
But he verified how?
God verified it.
In what way? Because I also want the same verification.
Oh my fucking God.
Bro, I'm looking for the verification, bro.
If God says something, it's verified in virtue of the fact that God said it because he's fucking God.
Right. But how do you confirm that he has said it?
Bye. He reveals it, and I accept his authority. Welcome, neighbor.
Hello?
Hello, I can barely hear you.
Oh.
Why do you trust what God says? 'Cause he's God? Yeah, but why do you trust what he's... Like, what a dumb question. He is God. If you can't trust God, who are you going to trust? Al Bundy? Hannah Montana? You trust Hannah Montana's authority? Who's your authority? Welcome, neighbor.
How is Christianity objectively proven?
Because when you ask the question, you're standing on God's ground.
But how do you know you're standing on God's ground?
Because proof requires an unchanging, eternal ground for stability. If there's no stability, there's no proof. So to deny God is to deny the stability or the foundation that would be required to have proof of anything.
Well, there's laws too. There's laws of physics. That's stability.
Right. So laws of physics imply a lawgiver. God's the lawgiver.
But then, not necessarily.
Yes.
Then who made him?
It's a logical necessity. Who made God? God is uncreated.
But then who gave that?
God is the ultimate. He's the Supreme Court. He's the final authority and boss. It's like God's the end boss, and you go, but who's the boss of the end boss? It's like, that's what an end boss is. There's no other boss.
Yeah, but we still have no proof of that, though.
End boss. Oh, gotcha, Christian. Oh.
But we still have no proof of God.
Yeah, and I guess you have no proof of anything, because now you have to judge.
Well, I do have proof of evolution.
Oh, really?
The creation of Earth.
What's your unchanging eternal foundation for your
the
house?
Laws of physics? Laws.
How do you know the laws of physics are unchanging?
They are unchanging.
How do you know that?
Because it's been proven by many tests.
Prove that.
Gravity's pulling me down. There's one.
I don't know, because I read, and what I read is the opposite of what. So this is Imre Lakatos.
Well, that's because you read a bunch of religious texts.
This is a quote. This is a quote from Imre Lakatos, who's a PhD philosopher of science, and he said that it's easy to demonstrate there can be no valid derivation of a law of nature from any finite number of facts. So he's saying no matter how many times you observe gravity, for example, you're not justifying in saying there's a law of gravity. Because you don't get a law from finite observations. You get a law from fucking God.
But it's not finite. It's infinite. We've observed it every time.
Bye. Where do they grow these people? Here we go. Maybe that. This is what we're saying. The self-attesting Christ of Scripture is the transcendental necessity for intelligibility, meaning, and rationality. Without him, human reasoning collapses into futility. And there's also a cute cat. Aww. But then you want to do this? No. No. Okay, this guy's not connecting. Welcome, neighbor.
Hello.
What would you like to say?
So I was listening to your last conversation, and you were saying, for us to be existing, there has to be some sort of creator, and that's objective proof that Christianity's the real answer.
For anything to be real, there has to be some part of reality that can't fail to exist, and that's God.
So let's say that's true, and I fully agree with you. How do you know it's not like the Greek gods or Buddhism? How do you know it's the Christianity's God?
It's the same as we're doing algebra. Remember algebra? You go 1 plus x equals 3. Solve for x, and I say, well, only the number 2 has the properties and attributes to make the solution correct. Any other number would make the solution incorrect. So it's like that. Only God has the the Bible specifically has the properties and attributes to like carry the whole weight of truth. Any other attempt to hold truth would collapse under the weight of truth.
Okay, so let's say we're talking about like the Greek gods, like Olympus. What is incorrect there? Like, why can't I just say, well, Apollo carries the sun around, so that's how the sun exists? And
they're not even because they're not necessary beings. They're the gods. Those gods are created, so they're not even necessary. So they're not eternal. For one, that's a problem.
But not during the time of the Greeks, they were not created. Those were their gods.
They were created. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking. This is so frustrating with people. So you're arguing something you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They were created by a primordial chaos. That's the view. You're not even representing their view correctly. You're so inept.
So how is God not created?
Why don't you defend your fucking view, dude? What is true?
Why are you getting upset? Whoa, calm down.
Because I'm getting upset because you're trying to argue for Greek mythology and you don't even understand what you're arguing, and you're telling me that I'm wrong when I've actually I'm the one who's reading and looking into this stuff, and you're just a fucking like teenage TikTok super genius who thinks he knows everything, but really you're just full of pride.
Calm down.
And you don't know anything at all.
Screaming. It makes your point look bad. If you have to,
I'm surprised you could even operate the internet.
All right, so let's have a real conversation instead of you just getting upset and raging.
Dude, in a real conversation, you're the one making shit up during the conversation. Did you not just make it up that you said, oh, the gods were uncreated or something? You said they weren't created. They are.
So what is the difference? So what is the difference in creation between God and like other religions?
You don't even know what you're denying. This is so pathetic.
Can you answer the question?
God is being itself. God is not something.
Do you see how you're using circular logic? You can't say God is real because God said He's real. Like that's not a reasoning.
It's not. Why not?
No. Okay, so how about this? Unicorns are real because unicorns said that they're real. Deny that.
God.
Okay, so see how you're refusing to answer anything? See how your logic seems bad when you use it for any other...
Do you have a so how do you to verify something's true, you're going to need a verification principle, right?
Yes, and you're using your verification.
So how do you so God is my verification. God is my verification principle. We verify a verification. Shut the fuck up.
Itself.
Shut up. To verify, how do you think we verify a verification principle?
Okay, but you're using circular logic. You can't say this is real because the thing that
and how do you verify your verification principle without using circular reasoning?
But with my eyes and ears and research.
Do you want to admit, like, I know you're full of shit. You know you're full of shit. Everyone listening knows you're full of shit. I'm gonna move on unless you go like humble yourself and admit you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Can you answer
that question? Can you explain how?
Welcome, neighbor.
Okay, so I got a question. Do you work for $1 and do you buy stuff from like as a consumer?
What are you talking about?
Are you a consumer? Like, do you go and buy like nice cars and stuff like that?
Not really. I just buy like groceries.
Okay. So can you explain to me why Christians are like the biggest hypocrites that they go against completely what they talk about in the Bible? Like it tells you not to lay up riches on earth and stuff like that, but yet there's all these Christians that go and fuck people over just to make $1 every day.
It's because like in the desert, Satan tempted Jesus and he said, Jesus, bow before me and I'll make you the king of all the kingdoms of earth, right? And Jesus told Satan to take a hike. But what did the church do? The church kneeled before Satan. The institution of the church aligned with the power of the state and became corrupted. So there's a bunch of fake Christians, but because of the power of the Holy Spirit, they cannot prevail against the gospel. Human weakness does not destroy the gospel, so we still have true Christians.
So where do you think we go when we die?
You're going to hell.
We're going to hell?
Yeah. We're all going to hell unless you repent and put your faith and ask for, like, you admit that you need Christ.
You're telling me the all-loving and the all-knowing God is going to send me to hell for not doing what now?
You're sending you're in rebellion against God, so you're sending yourself.
I'm sending myself to hell. Okay.
Yeah, you're like Satan is your daddy, and you're enslaved to sin, and then God's trying to like free you.
You're delusional, buddy. That's
and
all.
You're like, I don't like freedom. I want to be a slave to Satan.
You, sir, are a delusional Christian hypocrite like all the others. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what would differentiate between reality and illusion? I think that's God. What do you think it is? Oh, he ran away. Got him. What's up, Jimmy? Your name's not Jimmy, is it? I was calling Jimmy. It's Hemi. I don't know why.
There's this long.
What?
I said this long, and you don't know it's not Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't know. My mind associates Hemi and Jimmy, or I don't know. Hemi, Bimmy.
You old man, you and Darth. Darth freaking does it too. I'm like,
He
Darth.
calls you Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy, I'm like, what? I just accept it now. You know when you've just been beat so many times, you're just like,
we're just gaslighting you. Me and we got together.
It's all good, dude. What is up with these people today, man? They're on one.
I'm kind of on one today.
I heard it. I was like, you know what though? You have absolute excuse for it though, because they're just being like extra dumb today. I don't know if it's on purpose.
I'm just kind of like, I feel like I have a lot of energy today, so I'm kind of like jazzed up.
That's not a bad thing.
I was like sick last couple days, and I'm feeling better today. So
Well, you're coming out of the sickness, you're ready to go, man.
yeah, it's like hype.
This is crazy. Yeah, I was like,
let's see here. Soy, I'll get to you. This guy tried to connect earlier. He didn't connect.
Oh, I saw him. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Welcome.
You. I was on a phone call.
Oh, that happens. What would you like to say?
I don't know. My favorite for immoral God is the drowning of all the pregnant women and babies during the flood.
Hell yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
it's classic.
Why is that wrong anyway?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, no, it's dead serious.
Like, let's just say something's wrong.
So when is it okay to kill women and when is it okay to kill pregnant women and babies?
I'm asking you why it's not okay.
I'm asking you when it ever is okay. I think it's
never okay. We're asking you what's the objective standard, right? Because it wouldn't make sense.
And I think the objective standard is that it's never okay. So my question is, when is it okay?
Well, what is that based off of? What would you appeal to? Like, what authority would you appeal to?
Innocence?
What the fuck?
Innocence of the children.
No, it's God. So when you say something's wrong, you're talking about... Yeah, because good and evil, that's God.
No, I'm not mentioning God at all. No, I'm not. Well, you don't get to just put words in my mouth.
It would be the reference for the word, like, wrong.
Dude, you gotta...
You mean innocence?
You got to think a little bit deeper than just surface level here today. Like, challenge your mind a little bit.
Words have to like refer to things that are real. Because if the word doesn't refer to anything in reality, then you're not saying anything that's like meaningful.
Right? Are my words not meaningful to you? Do you not understand the flood? Do you not understand the pregnant women and babies? What part don't you understand?
But like in Christianity, death isn't real because there's like another realm.
Oh, okay. So you should just kill your baby when it comes out so it goes to heaven?
No.
Why not? That would be the most merciful thing to do.
Because God said
because then it couldn't go to hell.
Because God said don't do that.
Yeah, but what if we just got like one person to just kill all the babies so they all go to heaven? So only one person goes to hell and all the babies go to heaven.
It's like babies.
What's wrong with that?
What about the 90-year-old men? You just talk about babies?
I just want to start saying, what's wrong with, what's the problem with that? I don't know.
I'm tired of this emotional blackmail. Like, they don't make arguments. It's always emotional blackmail. I don't care if God did whatever you think is evil. I don't care.
Coming from individuals that have no objective standard for why these things are wrong, they're completely, it's based on their own human construct or their own human reasoning. But then there's the rapist down the street who believes with his own human reasoning that it's perfectly fine to rape people, right? So yeah, how do we?
I mean, they can talk. They can talk all they want. What are the facts of reality? I don't see secular humanism ending slavery in history. I see Christians doing that.
Absolutely.
So get real.
I've been kind of ousted by the abolitionists.
You have?
Why? Yeah, bro. Because I'm not a Calvinist, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty pathetic if they can't.
Yeah, dude. When I was True Joy didn't know I was there. The guy True Joy, and he was like, Miranda, we can't play anymore with these non-Calvinists, and she agreed with him, and I was like, all right, well, sounds good. Yeah, dude, right. And they didn't know I was there though, because I had dropped out, and I left for a second, then I came back, and literally the second that I came back into the live, he was talking about me. I was like, what's the chances of this
Yeah,
timing?
I hate that. That makes Christians look bad. I think that's embarrassing that people do that. But okay, I mean, I can't control them. Welcome, neighbor. Because like, I have theological disagreements with Darth. Am I going to be like, I'm not going to fellowship with you because we have a minor disagreement? Like, that's pathetic.
What's up, gentlemen? How are y'all?
Great, thank you.
Very good. Hey, I just wanted to clarify how the last guest his lack of understanding. So back during those times, the reason why God did that was because humanity, their genetics were corrupted by the Nephilim.
No, you're getting into speculation. All we have to say is that God floods the planet because he loves us and he's trying to thwart Satan's counterfeit plan.
Well, yes, but it says that Noah was perfect in his generations. Like his bloodline was the cleanest. It wasn't.
But that has to do with sin. Sin is generational.
Yeah.
So
you're adding things that aren't there, dude.
Yeah, this is like sin came into the world through one man, right? This has to do with what's called federal headship. That because we're from the line of Adam, we have sin, right?
Of course.
And so sin is inherited through the father. And so I guess Noah was like the one person that wasn't like irredeemable. And so God had saved Noah and destroyed everything else.
Yes, exactly. So yes, no, I was just saying that even though that man wants to make God seem like he's evil and that what he did was unjustified, I was just trying to clarify that it was just, even though it may not be in humanity's eyes, in God's eyes, it was just, of course, and that's why he did it. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify it.
Yeah, it's a judgment from God. It's not like a human for an evil reason trying to like take someone out.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, and that's what he was trying to allude to. But
because they think God is just like another. They don't even know what God is. They think they're denying like a powerful human being or something like that. They don't get it.
Indeed, but hey, keep doing what you're doing, brother. I'm continuing my lunch break. So have a good one.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. Peace.
Maybe. Hi. Good morning. Welcome, neighbor.
Good morning.
What would you like to say?
It's doing the thing. I'm getting this glitch where it's echoing. Sorry. See you.
Oh, it's not on my end.
Yeah, he has to leave TikTok and then come all the way back.
Okay. I kind of have to have my AC on. It's getting pretty hot. So,
yeah, my utility bill this month was $500.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, dude.
That's not right.
I have like an older house, so it's like single pane windows, and dude, I keep the AC at 72, and it keeps the inside around like 74, 75. So it won't even go down to 72 until after the sun's pretty much gone down. But then it stays 108 until like midnight.
even when the sun goes down, it's still 110 degrees out.
So I have like, yeah, usually in the summer my utility bill goes way up. So what I've been doing this year is I just turn my AC on and then I get my apartment cool and then I turn it off and then when it gets warm again, then I turn it back on.
You know what you should do, actually?
That's been saving a lot of money.
How's it? Okay, because yeah, usually I know like here, if you do that and you turn it off or you're adjusting the temperature a lot, it actually costs you more money rather than just leaving it at like 74 or 75, whatever you feel comfortable.
My thing doesn't really maintain. I don't know. I just have it max cool and I get it cold as hell and then I turn it off and then I'm chilling until I had to turn it on again. And that seems to be like using way less juice. So
yeah, dude, June, July, and August, I have a whole, like, I got an extra card payment every month, $500 every month, June, July, and August. That's crazy. I'm like, oh,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's just not even. Sorry, but go ahead.
Welcome, neighbor.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Sorry.
Hey, question. What is Jesus' like true ethnicity?
The Bible doesn't answer that. I guess he's what? Do you know that? I don't even ever think about that. Do you know that, Hemi?
Well, I know that he spoke, his native tongue was Aramaic. He spoke Aramaic and Hebrew, but
I thought the nation of Israel had multiple ethnicities. I didn't think it was like
yeah, they were kind of mixed up. But he definitely, the language that he spoke, his native tongue was Aramaic. So
okay,
that's still spoken in regions like Syria and different parts of the Middle East still, but it's not very many people speak ancient. There's ancient like Aramaic, and there's different dialects of Aramaic, but he spoke like an ancient form of Aramaic. That's pretty much. It's rare that anybody speaks it anymore. I met somebody that actually spoke it. It was pretty cool.
That's cool. So there's really no evidence to say that he was Jewish?
Well, no, there is evidence. Yeah, the Bible is evidence that he was a Jew.
Oh, okay.
I mean, are you just talking about secular evidence or something?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Like I'm new to Christianity, so I'm really not sure about it. But everybody is saying like Jesus was Jewish. Jesus was Jewish. And
yeah, he was Jewish.
He was ethnically Jewish.
Okay.
So
and,
he was. Yeah.
Do you know what Jews do to babies on the 8th day?
I'm not a Jew.
No, I'm just curious. Like, Jews circumcise the baby on the 8th day, correct? And that's a part of the Christian covenant as well, right?
No, we don't have to circumcise.
We don't have to circumcise. No.
Okay.
It's just a lot of Christians do that, I guess, in America. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know.
I'm necessarily against it for, you know.
But Jesus was circumcised, correct?
Yeah, I imagine he would be circumcised.
Because he had to be the covenant, yeah.
I imagine he would.
And then you guys are aware, too, that after they circumcise the baby, that they suck the blood out of its penis, right?
Oh, my fucking God. I knew this where this was going.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't do that. What? They never have anything like. They never have anything of substance.
There's these people that are obsessed with circumcision. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, why are you thinking about like kids' yeah, that's kind of weird.
Oh,
I'm so weird about that. Do you know that like in parts of
I
Africa,
think it's like a great injustice. I guess they're trying to compensate for something. Maybe they think they'd be a little bigger if they weren't circumcised.
You know that in Africa they actually use their teeth to castrate cattle to
Yeah.
I'm serious. They go up and they use their teeth and they bite it off. I thought that was kind of crazy. I was like, whoa.
My cat's
a little off topic, but it just got me.
My cat is like biting off a sticker and eating it. Stupid cat.
I'm tired of my cat, dude. Like every morning, just this relentless, dude. It's like at my door, and I just have to shut her out, dude, because she won't stop. It's like
I had to put him in a kennel the other day. I'm thinking I need to get another cat, so then my cat will bully that cat and leave me alone.
I'm scared to get my cat another cat because she's a tortoise shell, and they're like known for being like real. I mean, she's a pit viper, dude. She doesn't play around.
Now he's chewing on the cables behind my computer, dude. Okay, you're going to hell. Come here. Stop.
Gonna burn in cat hell. I want to take a trip to that island, P Mars, where it's just all cats.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm telling you. Is that it? No, you went from like 40 to 20, man. Your numbers got up there for a second.
Yeah, when I was like yelling and freaking out, and everyone was tuning in.
I know we need to be more angry, I guess.
That's what they want. They want drama.
They want drama, dude.
They want drivel. They want surface level like evidence and logic and reasoning. They don't like transcendental reasoning because that's too deep, and that probably strain. It probably like hurts their mind to think that hard. It's like the mind is a muscle, you know. So when we're doing Presup, it's like we're asking these people who's like their first day at the gym, like, "Hey, bench this 300-pound bar."
It's like a cartoon. I can just see it now. They go to pick it up and they just flip over.
Stop.
What's up, bud?
What's up, Aaron?
How you guys doing today?
Doing wonderful. How about you?
Pretty good. I've been listening for a while, and taking a small break, so I figured I'd come up real quick, see what's going on.
My eyes opened up another day, Aaron. It's a glorious day.
God is good. That's right.
Amen, brother.
That last atheist that came on.
Oh my God.
It was
not even worth talking about, Aaron.
Yeah, it was so funny. I actually started chuckling because I was like, this guy, he can't even be honest with himself. so he doesn't understand things.
Once they leave, it's just like, you know what, I want to, give them the gospel, but they run, right? Like they talk vulgar, and you have to get rid of them.
I feel kind of dumb now when he's like, "What race is Jesus?" Is like, "Oh yeah, Jew, duh." But I don't know. I don't really think of Jewish as a race, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Right. Well,
it's like both, right? It's an ethnicity and it's a religion, so I get kind of confused on that one.
They have there's Anasazi or Anasazi Jew, and then there's Hispanic Jew.
I was Ashkenazi and then Khazarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I actually had on my DNA test came back up, and I was Hispanic Jew, probably because I'm part Spaniard, but I don't know if that's it or not. But
I've never heard of Hispanic Jew.
Yeah,
I think I'm German. I mean, my last name is Heinlein, so it's definitely German, and Hein is from a Jewish line.
Yeah,
just the word Hein, or Heinz.
I'm ethnically German. It's my first language. I still speak it pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't speak any Deutsch.
Yeah.
You can speak German?
Yeah, mein Deutsch ist nicht sehr gut.
What does Hassenpfeffer mean?
Hassenpfeffer? Haas is large. So you said Hassenpfeffer?
Large cow?
Yeah.
What does Christianity is objectively proven mean?
I think I pronounced it wrong. Because when you ask for objective proof, you have to stand on God's ground. You have to have like solid ground to prove things
shit.
from.
You don't know what objective means.
I do know what it means.
Wow, he's really rude.
Yeah.
Were you born this rude, or was it just a gradual?
No. I was rude in the womb.
Oh, okay.
I believe
well, don't be rude here. Okay.
Pro-lifers are the flat earthers of the abortion debate.
Do you want to have that discussion with me? Let's
go.
Let's go. Is it all right with you, P. Mars, or no?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll clean my cat's litter.
Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, go ahead and give the justification for abortion, please. What's the argument?
Give the justification for abortion?
Yeah, go
well,
ahead and
number one, it's not child sacrifice because it's a fetus, genius.
That's just begging the question.
Number two, if somebody doesn't want to have a baby, they don't have to have a baby, genius.
Yeah, that again, these are just...
Yeah, again. What do you think this is?
What's the argument? You're proving...
What's the argument?
You're
that
proving
pro-lifers are destroying the society that we all live in. People who believe in sky fairies, who talk to their invisible friends
you can
every
kick
day.
people now, Jimmy.
Okay.
Oh, nice. You should kick them.
Yeah, no, I was gonna just kick you. Wow, he calls.
He gave like 20 different opinions.
One, let me